Hello, I'm Eric Singer, Gazette.com with Switchbacks FC, your definitive source for everything that is the Colorado Springs Switchbacks. Roland Vargish is with head coach Steve Trittschuh. Roland?
Coach, great 1-0 win in Portland. How much did that victory mean to you guys?
You know, it was a tremendous effort by the guys. You know, I challenged them during the week, and you know, we wanted to make sure everything was good defensively, especially defensively. But you know, we created tons of chances, and then we only held them to 2 shots on goal, which, you know, one hit the post. It was kind of a deflection, and then Davila came up with a great save, which that's what I wanted him to do. I mean, so everything came together. We played very well, and to get the 1-0 in Portland was a tremendous effort.
What a goal by Miguel Gonzalez. I know you don't like to single out individual players, but that was a fantastic strike from Miguel.
Miguel did great the whole game. You know, first half actually I thought he gave the ball away a little bit too much, but we were still creating a lot going forward. You know, with Charles Elawindowindo, they're the lone player from the Rapids. I mean, he caused problems all day for the guys. He's a very good one-on-one player. And what was happening is he was drawing 2 defenders, so he was finding other players open. And you know, we were unlucky to get a few goals in the first half, but you know, like at halftime, I challenged them again. I said, "Listen, hey, this is our game here now." So they came out, did a great job. We finished the game off for a 1-0 score.
You mentioned your new player, Charles Elawindowindo. He brings great speed to the team. Talk about what his speed means, stretching the defense, letting your other offensive players get in behind.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's another element to our game. You know, we have a little bit with Saeed, but Charles is he's a better one-on-one player. So he'll look for those situations. And like I said, he was drawing more and more players to him, and then he was able to find the open player. But he caused so many problems, and you know, we look for him for these next few games here while we have him on loan to keep doing it.
In the playoffs now, how much does that mean to you? I mean, I know that's huge, but you guys are still pushing for the conference title. What's most important for you right now?
Well, you know, that was a little relief. You know, we won the game on Saturday, and then we kind of sat around and watched Arizona and Salt Lake play. So, you know, Salt Lake did us a great favor. They beat them, and then that put us into the playoffs. You know, there was another little bit of sigh of relief, but as the results came around over the weekend, we looked at it, and now we can finish on top with 3 wins out of these next 3 games. So the guys are focused, and if we can get one of those top 2 seeds, it's a great effort for us, and it'll help us in the playoffs. Getting you know, we get a first-round bye, and then we also get a first-round game or a second-round game, and so teams coming here don't want to come here, and so it'll be a big psychological advantage for us.
How much would it mean for you guys to host a playoff game at Sand Creek Stadium?
Well, you know, that's our next objective. You know, whether we finish 1, 2, 3, 4, hopefully, but you know, we want to finish one of those top 2 to get, you know, that first round bye for sure. But to host a game here is going to be great for these people here to, you know, come see us. If you haven't come seen us, I mean, it's a great team, and it's a great team effort now.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Roland. Coming up, we're going to meet one of the Switchbacks players. First, though, let's see who is our #1 Switchbacks fan. And we'll be back with more Switchbacks FC.
Are you the #1 Colorado Springs Switchbacks fan? Instagram us with your Switchbacks team spirit. Each week, the team will pick one #1 fan. You'll vie for the ultimate prize of a catered meal in the cozy VIP Heineken suite with 23 of your friends for the September 19th home game against the LA Galaxy 2. Don't wait. Instagram us #SwitchbacksFan and tag @CO_Gazette and @SwitchbacksFC and be that #1 Switchbacks fan.
Doing what we do for a living, we have to give that extra mile, even when you think you can't. Because not only are we taking care of people, but we're taking care of ourselves. At Centura, it is a culture of health. And as a group, we've brought that to the forefront to demonstrate to patients.
See Juliana's inspiring story at CenturaConnected.org.
Welcome back to Switchbacks FC, your definitive source for everything that is the Switchbacks. I'm Eric Singer, your host, Gazette.com, and joining me a special guest, Director of Team Operations, Jeremy Oyer. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Eric.
All right, Switchbacks, first season, Director of Team Operations, big challenges for you.
Yeah, anytime you start anything new, it's going to be a challenge, but it's also exciting. You get to lay the groundwork, the foundation of a club, the culture, all those things that you can build on in year 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you're always going to be remembered, for better or for worse, the guy who started it.
Director of Team Operations, what do you do? I mean, a lot of folks see you up and down on the field, but they don't know exactly what you do, and you do a lot.
I do, but I have a great team around me, and really the best way to describe it is I do everything but coaching and athletic training that has to do with the team. So anything that falls under there, from if the players run out of gas, they call me. If the laundry needs to be done, I do it. If balls need to be shagged, I do it. If all the contracts, all the recruiting, all the player personnel, I do that as well. So I'm about 10,000 feet off the ground, as well as right in the weeds with the guys.
Memorable moment on the field for you?
Yeah, I think our snow game against Salt Lake. I mean, obviously, first half, beautiful night, and then the second half, the snow comes. But really, what stuck in with me was the fans that stayed. I think we had maybe 1,000, 1,500 fans that stayed. And after the game, I think about 4 or 5 of our guys were at the exits shaking hands of all the fans. And that was one of our earlier games, and that, I think, set the tone for Colorado Springs Switchbacks culture that we want to set, with our guys being in the community, our fans loving our team, and that really stuck with me for a long time now.
Jeremy, at this moment, you have the opportunity to be able to talk to those fans, nearly 3,000 on average, coming to the home games, about why it's so important for them to be there.
Yeah, of course. And one of the things that the guys love is to know is the game's sold out, and we're getting up to 3,000 average fans, which is just amazing in year one. Those numbers are really hard in a market like ours, where there's a lot of other things going on, but we want to call out to the fans and say, yeah, keep coming. We have 2 more home games. We want to see everybody at all those home games. We want to win the league, have a bye, and then the rest of the time have home games for playoffs. And the guys love having the fans there. They want to know if there's going to be a sellout and if they're going to be playing. Those are the 2 things they ask. And we know exactly where all the trailheads are and all the guys that are cheering for us, and we just love it. And we love the community of the Colorado Springs area, which is great.
All right, thank you very much. Director of Team Operations, Jeremy Oyer, and we'll take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with Roland Vargish and Coach Trittschuh.
Are you the #1 Colorado Springs Switchbacks fan? Instagram us with your Switchbacks team spirit. Each week, the team will pick one #1 fan. You'll vie for the ultimate prize of a catered meal in the cozy VIP Heineken suite with 23 of your friends for the September 19th home game against the LA Galaxy 2. Don't wait. Instagram us #SwitchbacksFan and tag @CO_Gazette and @Switchbacks FC and be that #1 Switchbacks fan.
Coach, we've got a fan question from Facebook asked by Saeed Nasir. Saeed's wondering, what exactly are you looking for in new player tryouts, and when will those tryouts be?
Well, we've actually set dates. They'll be November 21st, 22nd. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. It'll still be out at the Pride Complex. The times we'll announce pretty soon, but if you want to go to switchbacksfc.com for further details, it'll be on there. So, but you know what we're looking for this year, and it's going to be a little bit different than last year. You know, last year we were trying to put together a whole team. This year, you know, we're going to be looking for specific players for specific positions. But you know, for me as a coach, I like speed. I like players that can play both ways. You know, players that want to come and work every day. And that's, you know, that's the kind of culture we're starting here at the club. Is, you know, we want hardworking players that love to train, love to play, love to win. And so, you know, we're going to be looking, but it's going to be a little bit like I said, different than last year.
Got a difficult game with the Austin Aztex coming up. You've played them 3 times already this season, 2 losses in Austin, but you were able to beat them here at Sand Creek Stadium. What are you going to be looking to do to turn them over for a second time here in Colorado Springs?
Well, you know, it's going to be a tough game. Austin has to come in here and win. They have to win their next 3 games to have at least a chance to get into the playoffs. So, you know, we know they're hungry. They're going to have to attack. They're going to have to attack us, and hopefully it'll open them up a little bit. And so, you know, give us space and time on a big field like ours, and you know, we'll make them run during the game and tire them out those last 30 minutes. So, we just got to go out and play our game the way we did in Portland, especially defensively. And they're going to get anxious and they're going to have to go forward. So as soon as that happens, then we can open them up and hopefully get some counterattack goals. But it's not going to be an easy game. They have some good players on their team, and it's going to take a focused effort.
They've got a dangerous attack, Chris Tierpak, Trevin Cesar. How are you setting up your defense to deal with those two attackers who are some of the best in the USL?
Well, we're not going to probably change a whole lot from the last weekend against Portland. I thought defensively we were tremendous as a team. Shin stepped in for Ronnie in the middle because Ronnie still has a little bit of knee injury. But our back four were tremendous, and Josh and JJ, they played the way they had played in the middle of the season. And so we need to stay focused on the game and focus on what we have to do. But they're an athletic team, but they're not more athletic than Portland, and we dealt with Portland very well. So it's going to be a hard game, but we've got to go out and be focused.
You've got so many options in attack now: Chandler Hoffman, Marnie Mabin, Aaron King. So many strikers to choose from. How do you find the right balance of your own attacking?
Well, it's about keeping a little bit of consistency, which I really like in a game. But and it's also keeping guys fresh. Chandler worked for a good 75 minutes to 80 minutes in the Portland game. Aaron King came in and did a great job of finishing out the game. Same thing with Saeed came in, and he came in for Miguel and finished out the game. So it takes a whole roster for this effort, and these guys know that. But I do like the consistency part of it. But as we look forward, past the Austin game tomorrow, we do need to rest legs and go into Oklahoma City with some fresh legs.
Are there any worries from you that since you've already clinched the playoff spot, maybe your players will be a little bit complacent ahead of this Austin game?
I hope not. We've talked about it, and that was one of the things that I asked them. Let's stay focused. And now they're focused on winning the our conference championship, and with 9 points we'll do that. And so we have 3 games, and we know they're not going to be easy games, but we're starting with this game Wednesday. If we can get 3 points out of there, then who knows what's going to happen those next 2 games.
Coach, thank you so much.
Yep, thanks.
Very good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Roland and Coach. A quick reminder about the Wednesday, September 9th Switchbacks home game. It's at 7 p.m. at Sand Creek Stadium, and it should be a great one. Go Switchbacks. For Roland Vargish, I'm Eric Singer. Thanks for watching Switchbacks FC.